Today we're gonna make a shrimp avocado wrap, but we're gonna use a sesame seed bread cone. For our sesame cone, we're gonna do a shrimp wrap in this one. So I have here some grilled shrimp that I've gotten ready, and I have some cut up avocado, tomato, red onion, and some fresh lime juice right here. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna mix our salsa together. So we're gonna mix our onion, our tomato, and our avocado. Super fresh and easy. And then we're gonna take a little bit of salt, sprinkle that on top, and then we're gonna take our lime juice, squeeze that all over the salsa. Fresh, delicious, easy. We're gonna mix this together. Great for the summer. We're gonna take this with our cone again. So this is our sesame cone. And we're gonna take a little bit of the filling. Then we're gonna take a shrimp. You can also cut up your shrimp, but I'm gonna actually leave them whole. I'm pressing this one all the way down to the bottom. And then layering it again. I find that the layering works really nicely with these cones, because then you can make sure that we have the entire cone filled with all of your fresh ingredients. So here, I'm gonna use about 3 shrimp in this one. Actually, we could probably fit 4, better. There we go. We're gonna top that with some more of our salsa. Perfect. Look at this. Delicious, fresh. You can add a little cilantro if you like. I put a little bit more lime on the top. Perfect. For this recipe, with again using our everything seasoning bread cone, we're gonna do a burger with American cheese and a fried egg. And so one thing that I really love about this recipe in this bread cone is because if you are on the go or you have a grab and go restaurant or fast food, a burger is sometimes hard to eat. So when you eat a burger that has a bun, sometimes the juice falls out of the back of it and it's a little bit messy. So for this one, it's no mess. I know I shouldn't be saying that you should be eating in your car, but you know, you have your kids in the car, you need to get a burger for them to eat quickly. This is perfect. You're gonna have no mess with this and it's going to be delicious. So let's fry up our burger. So while our burger is cooking, I've seasoned it with salt and pepper. I've added some American cheese. And right over here, I'm gonna take in this pan, I'm gonna just do up a fried egg. I'm gonna do 2, because we're gonna make 2 bread cones. We're gonna remove our burgers. Now we're gonna wait for our egg to cook. So now that I've cooked the burger and I have the egg ready, I'm gonna cut this burger down in 3 because that way it's gonna be easier to fill it into our cone. And then I'm gonna put the egg right on top. So here we have the first piece. Slide that all the way down. Next. And then the other piece right here. So look at that. Perfect. Again, so easy, and it's gonna be so easy to eat. Now the one part is I like to add the fried egg. So this might be a little messier, but delicious and well worth it. So look at that. I put the fried egg right on top of that. Delicious egg burger bread cone. Today we're gonna make this amazing Philly cheesesteak with fried onions in a plain bread cone. For this recipe, we're gonna do a Philadelphia cheesesteak with provolone cheese, salt, pepper, and fried onions. So we have this plain bread cone again, large and small, and we're gonna go fry up our Philly cheesesteak. In a restaurant, you could use your flat top, but at home, you could also use your flat top if you have this for your stove. So I have a little olive oil, some chopped up onions, so we can fry up our onions. We have our Philly cheesesteak down, And I'm gonna season that with some salt and pepper. I'm gonna chop this up. Our onions are cooking. We have our meat cooking. I like my meat nice and chopped up for Philly cheesesteak. It's also gonna make it easier to fill our cones. Once the meat's cooked, now we're gonna add some provolone cheese to melt on top. So I'm gonna remove our fried onions, put them right here on this platter. And now our meat and cheese, it's all melted. So I'm gonna slide that onto the platter too, so we can go fill our cone. We have our meat with melted provolone and our fried onions. So I'm gonna take our bread cone. You wanna make sure there's a delicious bite every bite. So we have onions, we're gonna put those down at the bottom. And then I'm gonna take our meat and our cheese. Look at that, delicious, gooey. A little bit more onions. Meat, oh my goodness, amazing. Who wouldn't wanna eat this? This is so easy on the go. This would be perfect. I'm gonna put a little bit more onions in there, shove them in, a little bit more cheese on top, and meat, and this bread cone is ready. Look at that, amazing. Look, no waste, no drip, so easy. I'm gonna put that right here. Then if you also have a party, have these little mini cones. So we're gonna do that again. We'll mix the onion and the meat together here. And we're gonna put that right into these little cones. This is great for portion control. So easy because each cone is exactly the same size. So when you're measuring this for a restaurant, a deli, or even at home, it's perfect because you know exactly how much you need. These are also, if you're making these at home, great snack for the kids. Because if they're coming home and you have these, you can get them ready. You can literally put anything in these cones. These are plain bread cones, no chemical additives. So this is delicious for your kids. Peanut butter and jelly, there's endless possibilities. So we're gonna put these here. Today we're gonna make a traditional lobster roll with butter and chives using a plain bread cone. We're gonna get started with our lobster roll. So we're gonna go to the stove. I have fresh lobster meat, some chives, and butter. Simple, easy. Let's go to the stove and make it. So we're gonna add some butter, melt that. Once our butter has melted, I have fresh here knuckle and claw lobster meat. I'm not gonna chop it up because it looks great in the cone. So I'm gonna just add this lobster meat right to our butter. And if you're making this at home or you have a restaurant, this is so easy because you can have this pre-made on your stove and then you can make this to order. So now I have our butter and our lobster cooked and ready to fill our cone. So we're using the plain cone today. Again, look at this. This creative cone has absolutely no waste and no mess. So we're gonna take the cone here and I'm gonna add a little bit of our chopped chives right to our mixture. And then I'm gonna put this into the cone. Look at this. A new, different take on the traditional lobster roll. Amazing. And then I'm gonna put a little chives on top. Look at that, delicious. Can't wait to dig into this one. Now, if you wanted to offer this at a party, for example, if you were doing catering, then you could also do these little small cones. This would be perfect. You could do a catering display table where you had some smaller appetizers. You could even pass these. Or if you had a party at your house, you can order these. And we would put the lobster meat with the butter. Oh my goodness, who doesn't love butter and bread? So good. Chives, amazing. Today we're gonna make a meatball parm using a cheddar cheese bread cone. For this new cheddar bread cone, look at this. Cheddar on the outside, delicious. So we're gonna make, for this one, a meatball parm. Homemade meatballs, tomato sauce, and shredded cheese. So in a saucepan, I'm gonna add tomato sauce. These meatballs are already cooked, but I'm gonna warm them up in the sauce. Add them in here. We're gonna let those warm up. So we have our meatballs and our tomato sauce. So for this, I'm just gonna cut these in half because then they'll be easier to fill into our cone. So our meatballs are in half and we have our cheddar cone and we have some shredded mozzarella cheese. I'm gonna put a little mozzarella cheese on the bottom of the cone first. And then I'm gonna take meatball, really press it all the way down. So the meatball's all the way at the bottom. A little bit more cheese. And then the other half of that meatball. Again, some more cheese. We want to create a delicious bite for every single bite that you eat this cone. So we're gonna keep layering cheese, meatball. So this is about 1.5 meatballs here. I'm gonna top that with some cheese. And then I have a baking sheet here. We're gonna pop this right in the oven. So just like you would do at your deli or a local store that you would have, you would put this to melt the cheese anyway if you were doing this on a wedge, so now you're doing it in a cone. So we're gonna put this right down here on our baking sheet. We're gonna pop this in the oven for just a couple minutes to melt. So we pulled this out of the oven, look at that. Nice, gooey cheese, perfect. And again, when you're eating this, no mess. And this is nice and soft, the cone, and has cheddar on the outside, delicious flavor. So I'm gonna leave this one right here, ready to eat. Today I'm excited to share with you our spinach salad bread cone. Our artisan bread cones are available in different flavors. We have plain, sesame seed, Parmesan, and everything seasoning. They're available in 2 sizes, the large and the small, which are so adorable and great for catering. You can purchase these visiting breadcone.com, and you can visit us on Instagram at breadcone and Nikki Cueques to find out where you can purchase one of these cones already made with our bread cone concept menu. It's an amazing menu that has different cones that you could purchase right to your house. So today I'm going to show you how we're going to make this spinach salad. We have baby spinach, we chop it up. We have tomatoes, scallions, peppers, red onion, and balsamic vinaigrette. This is great for the vegans and vegetarians, and of course, if you like it like I do, add a little feta to it. You can add that up the menu. So here we're gonna chop up the salad and then we're gonna fill it into a cone. You can order whatever cone that you like. I'm gonna use the plain one today. And you're gonna put this right into the salad, right into the cone. All the way down. These cones are amazing. They're soft and so flavorful and go so well with this delicious salad. So here's our spinach salad cone. Look at that, amazing. So remember, bread cone concept, visit us on Instagram at breadcone and Nikki Cueques to find out where they are serving the bread cone concept menu. And if you are a restaurateur and you would like to add bread cone concept to your menu, visit us at breadcone.com for more information.